This is the car that BMW doesn't want its own M division talking about. The 2026 BMW 7 Series with the M Sport package isn't just an update, it's a declaration of war on Mercedes-Maybach, on Bentley, on everything that used to define what a flagship sedan should be. And somewhere buried deep in this car's spec sheet is a number so absurd, so borderline offensive that BMW almost didn't want to release it publicly. Stick around, because by the end of this video, I'm going to reveal exactly what that number is. And trust me, it changes everything you think you know about this car. Yeah, let's start with what you can actually see. The 2026 7 Series M package doesn't scream for attention like some Italian supercar. It doesn't need to. This thing whispers wealth. The front end gets a redesigned M aerodynamic kit, deeper air intakes that actually function instead of just looking aggressive, and a subtle front splitter that drops the car's stance without ruining that executive silhouette BMW has spent decades perfecting. The signature kidney grille, controversial for years now, has finally been refined into something that looks intentional rather than oversized. Illuminated, sharp-edged, and flanked by laser precision headlights that genuinely look like they were pulled off a concept car. Now here's where BMW gets sneaky. This isn't just a styling package. Under the M badge, you're getting adaptive M suspension, larger high-performance brakes borrowed almost directly from the M8, and staggered 21 and 22-inch wheels wrapped around a chassis that's been stiffened specifically to handle the extra weight of this car's massive battery pack. Because yes, this generation leans heavily into electrification, and the M package is BMW's way of proving that going electric doesn't mean going soft. And speaking of proving things, before we go further, if you're someone who actually appreciates when a channel breaks down cars like this without the fluff, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and drop a like on this video. It genuinely helps this channel keep making deep dives like this one, and trust me, the next few minutes are worth sticking around for. Now let's talk about what happens when you actually get inside, because this is where the 7 Series stops competing with sedans and starts competing with private jets. The M package interior swaps in extended merino leather with contrast stitching, illuminated M badging on the headrests, and a redesigned steering wheel with a flat bottom that somehow makes a 2.5-ton luxury barge feel like it belongs on a racetrack. The rear seats, because let's be honest, most owners of this car will be sitting back there, get reclining function, massage settings, and a 31-inch theater screen that drops from the ceiling like something out of a private lounge. Performance-wise, this isn't a watered-down luxury cruiser anymore. The M package variants get access to BMW's most aggressive drivetrain tuning, launching this executive sedan from 0 to 60 in a time that used to belong exclusively to sports cars just a decade ago. Torque delivery is instant thanks to the electrified powertrain, and BMW engineers specifically tuned the chassis dynamics so the car doesn't just accelerate hard, it corners with a confidence that genuinely shouldn't be possible in something this large and this heavy. But here's the twist nobody's talking about. While every other outlet is obsessing over horsepower numbers in 0 to 60 times, they're completely ignoring the one detail that actually matters most to buyers considering this car against a Mercedes S-Class or an Audi A8. And that detail is pricing, specifically how BMW positioned this M package trim to sit dangerously close to Mercedes-Maybach territory, while offering features that Maybach doesn't even provide as standard. So here it is, the number I promised you. The fully loaded 2026 BMW 7 Series with the M Sport package is expected to push past the $130,000 mark once you add the extended interior package, the rear entertainment system, and the upgraded Bowers & Wilkins sound system. That's right. This executive sedan is now brushing shoulders with cars that used to be considered a completely different tier of luxury. BMW isn't just building a flagship anymore. They're building a statement, a direct challenge to anyone who thought German luxury peaked with the last generation. And that's exactly why this car matters. It's not just a refresh, as it's BMW telling the entire industry that the era of boring flagship sedans is officially over. If you found this breakdown useful, make sure you're subscribed, because we're covering the direct comparison between this and the new Mercedes S-Class next, and you do not want to miss that one.